Why would you need like a Llama 4 multimodal model that's gone through hundreds of millions of training versus like just grabbing that and do continual training with the right data, domain specific data and the right representation. Yeah. So I think I agree. Like, there is a gap there. And I think, and you can see when you try to use like any of the API models for multimodality, there's a sort of like dual effect that happens. On the one side, I think if anyone that tries to use it, the first probably response is like, wow, that's really good. I didn't expect that to happen. And I mean, like, here's a drawing, extract all the components or something, right? Just do OCR. And the models will do like perfectly on that. They'll grab everything, organize it in every format you want. But then you try to make it reasonable drawing, and then you're like, yeah, not really. And it's not exactly what I expected. That gap, that's where we need domain specific fine tuning, and at some point, perhaps the adaptation for continual training. So yeah, I do agree. I do think that's what I meant by there is a space. There is a space there, especially around multimodal understanding or multimodal reasoning. So like, I don't think the space is at fine-tuning something that will extract perfect labels from drawings, which many people might be doing. That's useful, but to be honest, maybe already very good with an OCR or like an ELM. Where the difference will come is when you have, for example, some sort of VQA, a complex question about a drawing that you would ask your engineer, and the engineer will have to make some sort of decision based on the expertise, the context, and the project requirements and their experience, and also some sort of intervention potentially in the drawings. So that process, I think, it fits very nicely, that reasoning landscape. Multimodality, or not the only, the main reason we need multimodality is because we don't have the proper tooling or the proper integration with our actual design tools. So like when you have a Revit model, you don't really need a PDF extract of that to make reasoning, right? You should be able to do it on the Revit side. And at that point, it's not really a multimodal. Probably it could be a completely language model, probably with a structured representation or whatever, like your Revit or other Bentley or other software is. Nice sort of schema, as you say, maybe a custom schema, an XML or whatever, like format. And then you have, so ideally that's what you would do. But yeah, first of all, like the tooling is not there. Second, I think it's also like not easy to think around that. Like, what do you actually include? What kind of metadata? And maybe spatial relationships are still important. So you might still need a picture. If not, you would have to actually encode all these relationships with. So maybe the image at that point becomes a more compressed representation than actually the whole XML. But yeah, I do agree that at some point you need to tap into that metadata that is there.